Hey yo, what's up everybody, and this is the fourth part on how to make a YouTube cover series. And today we're going to be talking about microphones and sound. So when it comes to microphones, you have two main types of microphones. One that's called the condenser microphone and the other one that's called a dynamic microphone. So with a dynamic microphone, you want to record more like a drum set or a bass cab or a guitar cab. And with a condenser microphone, you want to more likely record vocals or an overhead of a drum set. So when you're recording vocals, you want to actually get a large diaphragm condenser microphone because they pick up just about every detail that you really want when you're singing. And with the overheads, you have more of a pencil condenser microphone where it's really slim. It actually kind of looks like this right here, and it's kind of slim, and it just overhangs from two boom stands that you can, when you get two of them, because that's what you usually want to do with condenser microphones when you're recording an overhead session. So actually right here are all dynamic microphones, and I use all of these on my drum set. Each of them look a little different from each other. Some have round heads, some have this really short head, some have fatter heads. So I use all of these around my drum kit. I use this one on my toms, and I use this one on my snare drum. This is actually a really good microphone. It's called the Shear SM57, and this is one of the best microphones out there that you can buy for $100. If you've ever worked with anything recording, you've probably used one of these because these things are just everywhere and they're so good. And I use this microphone right here on my bass drum because it has a little bit more of a booming sound, I found out, because it's a little bit bigger and it picks up a lot more deep frequencies. So those are all the microphones that I use, and I really enjoy using all of those, and they're actually pretty cheap. Like, you can buy the Digital Reference DRS-T100 for $100 in a 4-pack, and that's a really good deal to get you started if you're just starting out recording, because this stuff can be really expensive when it just comes down to the last thing that you buy. So interfaces, like mine cost $300, my microphones cost $100, where I actually need more microphones. I use this microphone that I'm actually talking on right now for my condenser, like my condenser microphone for my overhead, because it does a really good job picking up my cymbal sounds. So that's what I use for my overheads, and I use all those other microphones for recording each of my drums. And this one is the best route to go if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of money. You just put it over your drum set, you push record, and it sounds great. I'll actually be doing a video on this microphone showing you how I started out using just this one microphone. So actually now I'm going to show you on my phone on how far away I put my microphones from my drums. Just give me a second here. Video. So this is my 10-inch tom because this is the only microphone I'm using right now because I used all the other ones for demonstration. So you usually want to put it around 3 finger lengths away, and you want to point it right at the center of the head or whatever you're recording, because that's how you get the best sound capture that you can possibly get. Alright, another thing is that if you're not have a lot of money and you just have a phone, you can record your singing on a phone or your guitar on a phone. Most of these microphones on phones have smart technology where it'll automatically adjust the gain to whatever you need. So if you're playing something really loud, it'll lower the gain so you can't pick up as much sound, and it's not as overloaded as a regular microphone that has no gain control. So if you're like using an older technology, you're kind of out of luck. You might be able to go into your camera settings and figure it out. But I would just recommend picking up a Zoom mic for starters because it's pretty cheap. You can find it usually around $130 used and $180 brand new. Any type of Zoom Handy mic is pretty much a good mic, but the H2N I really recommend because that's what I started out with, and it's actually a pretty good microphone right now as I'm just talking into it. Alright guys, so that's everything for today. I hope this helped you out. Everything that I have that I've showed you in this video is all down in the description. All the equipment that I use is down in the description with links, so you guys can go check that stuff out. And yeah guys, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.